Okay, thank you. Sorry, you guys, about the disconnection. That was very irritating for me. So, and I'm sorry, you guys. But yeah, we're going to continue the reading. So basically what we're talking about today is a dark feminine energy that it keeps stealing other people's energy. Right? She's trying to use somebody's energy. But the thing is that she's also trying to sabotage this message from getting out. That's what I just heard. So this person wants to run from the truth. Instead of taking your energy, they need to take their medicine. Point blank, period. This person knows that they have some type of mental disorder, that they have a personality disorder, that they're bipolar, whatever it is. You know, I'm not a doctor. I can't diagnose anybody, but this person knows that they're mentally fucked up and they won't take their medicine, which is not your fault. Them not taking their medicine and taking care of their mental health is not your problem. Yeah, this person wants to celebrate with you. But the thing is that you are not going to drink whatever is in these cups. I feel like you guys have a good harvest coming in and a good abundance coming in. This person keeps trying to get in the middle of that, and God is going to literally slap their ass out of the way. Whoever keeps trying to steal. Also, make sure you guys are familiar with my legal disclaimer. I'm not going over again twice today on this platform. So make sure you look in the description box below or look into another video in the description box below, and it's got everything in my legal disclaimer. Okay, this is about, like, the first card that we have was the Eight of Cups in the reverse. This talks about this person having financial problems, the loss of their core values. Also, it talks about them trying to rekindle a romance with somebody. And I feel like this is somebody else's twin flame they're trying to do this with. This Two of Cups energy is talking about a new love affair that's going to happen. And this is inevitable. Okay, this is not going to be stopped. This Knight of Pentacles energy is definitely, I mean, I was picking up on that this dark feminine energy cheats on people. She's definitely sleeping with, she wants to trap this Knight of Wands and this Knight of Pentacles. She feels like if she can't trap one, she's going to trap the other with like a shady love offer. But I feel like these men, you could be a feminine energy or you could be a masculine energy. Either way, these men want to give offers to you of peace. Okay, good. I did not get your super chat. I'm so sorry, Girl Gone, that the internet did that, but I put up an extra layer of protection. So like on the internet. So hopefully it resets itself. But yeah, so basically this person's trying to rekindle a romance with somebody that's walked away from them because this person carries too many burdens. The weird thing is that she hasn't even shown up here yet. I was just told to cut the deck. Seven of Pentacles. She definitely wants to influence how somebody makes money or stop them completely. So again, some of you could have platforms or some of you could just have businesses. This is somebody slandering a business or slandering a platform. Like what I'm getting is really childish shit, very immature shit. Maybe you don't want to share your gifts with this person. I don't feel like you should have to. This person is literally about to be in some big trouble. And this talks about money coming in from investments, right? This also talks about, you know, like somebody trying to make a major turning point in their finances by stealing something from another person. And so this could be work. This could be, you know, this could be trying to steal a relationship. Whatever this feminine energy is, she's trying to mimic the divine feminine to attract a divine masculine. And she's just getting these knight energies that are not commit. Like knights are not committing energies. You know, they're very fleeting. They come and they go. This is all over a 10 of Pentacles, wanting to affect somebody's wealth and their ability to have a community and housing. This person needs to go away. Oh, thank you, Girl Gone. Okay, let's look at that. So I'm being told to go to the soul's journey, which this is a great deck of cards, you guys. They're lessons cards. So I am getting that your gifts are getting a lot stronger. It's almost like they're peaking right now. what I'm being told is that you may start seeing spirits or spirit like everywhere that you go. So your mediumship ability, Girl Gone, is expanding at this time. And like this is the gifts that I'm talking about. This person wants to exchange gifts with you. They want to give you their shitty energy in exchange for yours. I see. Okay. So you've been getting a lot of anxiety. Yeah, I was able to sleep last night. But the night before I wasn't able to. So I'm looking at this gratitude, but I'm looking at this blue thing right here as being the third eye. So I do feel like you're having a third eye awakening at this time. So it may benefit you to work with amethyst. You finally did sleep. Yay. Oh, goodness. That is so good. Yeah, you got rid of the entity last night. So I'm glad that you're able to sleep. But where this anxiety is coming from is, you know, this third eye right here is opening. And as it opens, you start to see things that you just weren't able to see before. And so I'm getting that you hear things, you see things, and then you also pick up, it's like when you touch things, you pick up where that thing has been or the history of it. So these are really good gifts, though. We have imagination. So I'm getting that through gratitude and imagination, your gifts are going to continue to expand. The more grateful that you are that you can tap in, because that's truly what this is. This is you being able to tap into your own energy and read yourself. Balance. Yeah, I bring I bring a state of perfect harmony into the world, and I do so with judgment. So yeah, this is beautiful. Like, you know how to balance your energy, and that's something that a lot of people cannot do. I also get that the more that you meditate, the more control you're going to have over these abilities. Freedom. Yeah, the more freedom you're going to have. And I do get that part of this ability is speaking things. When you speak things, they start to happen. So it says, I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Yeah, this is beautiful. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And so when you're having these headaches and panic attacks, that's, you know, and when you're having also nausea, Girl Gone, where the nausea comes on really fast and then goes away really fast, I feel like that's a spiritual attack. So the more that you become, the more that you become, well, it's like the more you become aware of that energy when it's being sent, you can just immediately go, okay, it's not my energy, because you are picking up empathically, I think, from a family member that is being affected by spell work. And so, yeah, you can empathically pick up, yeah, you've been having nausea. Yeah. Yeah. Like really, really intense nausea, though. Like it comes on really, really hard and then it goes away. So I get that feeling is because you're picking up on somebody sending spell work to a family member. I don't know if you have children. This could be about somebody trying to attack your children, or it could be somebody trying to keep you from having children. Okay, somebody definitely knows that you're a starseed. So when you have a child, wow, they're guilty. It comes on really fast and it goes away all of a sudden. Yeah, that's when somebody's trying to tap into your energy and steal it. So that's your warning sign of like, ding, 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 it's happening right now. So when you can become aware of that, which I'm so glad that you are, because a lot of times people will just think, oh, I just need to drink more water. Oh, I just need to do this. But these are not normal symptoms. Your body's not, it's not like you're being affected by the spell work a family member is. Yeah, the little ones are gifted. Yeah, he felt nauseous out of nowhere yesterday and then it went away. Okay, so it is your child. So this is a good thing, because well, it's not a good thing that spell work's being sent to your child, but it is a good thing that you are connected. Welcome in, Damini, that you are connected with your child and that he told you about that. That's beautiful, because now you know that when you start to feel that same thing, that it's actually going on with your child. And so you can start to clear that within your child. And the more that they know, I don't know who this person is. It could be this dark feminine energy that's doing this. I mean, who in the hell would put spells on a child? That's so evil. Yes. Yeah. I'm literally picking up that it's like evil eye being sent at that time. And what evil eye does is it basically it's like a quick judgment of jealousy or whatever. And it basically siphons people's energy. Yeah, I know. Spells on a child. Oh my God. I completely agree. That's like people that hurt children are some of the worst people in the world. But, you know, it's not uncommon for people to do spell work on children because they want to suppress their gifts or steal their gifts. And I wouldn't be surprised if the government does some type of spell work on children because they want to shut down, our psychic abilities basically. And we have our psychic abilities when we're children. And then if the government can't shut them down, then they will develop. That was the gate program that a lot of people were experiencing in their like elementary schools and stuff. Like it would be like put on these headphones and listen to these frequencies and then tell me what frequencies you hear. They were basically that wasn't even your ex's family. Yeah, that wasn't even like a hearing test. That was a test to see what children hear, the frequencies that other children can't hear. So yeah, the government is involved in this. I definitely am getting that your ex's family is involved in this. They see this special starseed energy and then they want that for themselves, but it's not. They don't like you. And not only that, these people are guilty for doing something to you. I don't know what they've done to you in the past, but they hold a lot of guilt. They want to be free of this guilt, but God's not forgiving them because they keep trying to attack your child. That is not okay. And literally, hi, it's welcome in. Literally, like people that attack children, that is the most dangerous shit you could ever do is try to attack an innocent child or even attach anything to an innocent child or even send evil to them. Like that's crazy, you know? Um, God really, really reprimands people for shit like that. So I don't know what this person's thinking. They feel like your patience is a problem for them, which is weird. Says that Patience says, I accept that everything happens in divine order. Yeah, he was definitely abusive for sure. For sure. And very emotionally manipulative, like extremely. Yeah, this definitely has to do with your happiness. And dolphins always remind me of happiness and joy. Just that sound that they make, is like they're always laughing. So they wanted to bring adversity to your happiness. And this is, oh gosh, I was listening to a couple stories last night, and one of them was about this spirit that it's like the spirit of this woman that when she saw her husband with another man, she threw her children into the river and let them drown to get back at the man. Like that's crazy. You're dealing with somebody that would hurt a child to get back at you. Like that's crazy. That's just dangerous. Attacking an innocent person is very dangerous, especially one that is connected to the Most High. Yeah, these people are going to be begging for your forgiveness in the future and begging God for forgiveness, and it's not going to come because literally God's like, did you not just try to attack my ancestor, like my divine one? These people are very afraid. They do fear you. That's why they're doing this. They feel like if they can take an ability away from the bloodline, then they feel like you won't be powerful, but that's not true. Also, these people love to laugh. They love to laugh at you. They love to laugh at your suffering. So I would just make sure that you're not telling these people anything that you're going through. Yeah, exactly. It's not going to work. This shit is basically futile. It's useless. And it's pointless. To try to attack a child, you're really asking for the ancestors to whoop your ass. You know what I mean? And this dark feminine energy would literally hurt her own child or another person's child just to get even with somebody. That's crazy. Regret. They're going to seriously regret this shit. I'm not kidding. They're going to regret doing this. They don't think so now because they're tampering with people's relationship with God. That's not something that anybody has the free will to tamper with. God will reprimand this person. And so basically, your son's going to learn how to defend his own energy from this person. And I don't get that they're, I feel like they're doing this 3 times a day. At 3 different intervals, they send this energy that makes your son nauseous. Yeah, it's a failed attempt though. Even though they're trying to send the energy, you guys are just empathically picking up on it so that you can know how to fight it. And you fight it through prayer and through using sage, through affirmations. These are all through you working with crystals. These are all really good things that you could teach your son how to do. And not only would it benefit him and the rest of his life, for the rest of his life, to know how to energetically protect himself, I would tell your son to read Psalm 91. Anytime he gets nauseous, maybe type up Psalm 91 and have it on his bedroom door or somewhere where that you guys can always see it. Yeah, God will always protect you guys, but God also wants you to know how to fight off these types of people and the spirit of envy. I mean, it is truly the spirit of envy that is causing all of this shit, which is really sad to see because you don't have an envious child. Yeah, they basically want your child to doubt their abilities. And if you teach them how to protect their energy, they're going to do the opposite of that. They're going to have faith in their abilities. And you can tell your child that God will always have your back, even if you feel like a little scared and the anxious energy that you're picking up on is because somebody is, on a higher self level that somebody is trying to attack your child. And so that's where this anxiety is coming from. But you not sleeping and staying up in an anxious state is not going to help your child. Basically, what you need to do is accept the fact that we can't control other people, which is unfortunate, which we don't really want to control other people, but accepting that this person's going to do this and then just learning how to combat it, basically. And not fight it and fight it, but you basically want to teach your son about shadow work, that there's something going on within him. He could be doubting himself or judging himself. I'm kind of getting that the father makes him judge himself, which is not a good feeling, because then it's hard to speak your truth when you're having somebody that makes you judge yourself. You know what I mean? So I feel like, yeah, he's here with a purpose. That's why somebody is messing with him, because he has a purpose. I know what I'm here to do. Your son definitely knows what he's here to do. He wants to work with animals. He wants to help people, health. He wants to help people be healthy. And so part of him being healthy is taking care of his spiritual hygiene and his spiritual health. Okay. Which could be special soaps. It can be salt baths. It can be baths with herbs. You can take peppermint tea, boil a pot of water, fill up the bathtub, add that peppermint tea water to the bath, and that will banish the evil eye. Peppermint is such a powerful, powerful herb, and it does so many different good things for the body. But yeah, teaching him how to take care of himself, basically. That's what parents do. And this is just teaching him how to take care of himself as being a spiritual being, right? Not just being, and you can tell them the phrase of, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. And that's why learning about warfare is important, because we are spiritual beings. Everything happens first, as above, so below. And that's where, you're going to create such a beautiful friendship with your child. And I also, I love his energy. Okay, this is what I was just told, that anytime there's like a new kid in school, your child will go and be that person's friend and help them find their classes and stuff. I love that. You're very welcome. So yeah, continue to encourage your son to communicate with you when he feels like something's going on, and tell him that anytime he is not feeling good, whether that's mentally or physically, then there is something going on, because the natural state of the human race is to feel okay. It is to feel good. Yeah, if he's ever feeling any type of grief, that's not his energy. And then explaining to him that he is empathic, that he does pick up on the energy of others, because knowing that you're an empath and that it's a genetic gift that gets passed down. Because when you don't know that you're an empath, the gift almost works like a curse. But when you do know that you're an empath, then you can start to work with the gift and ground that extra energy. And you can go, okay, this is not my energy. This nausea, this evil eye shit, I'm not an envious person. This is not my energy. Somebody's trying to call judgment on me, or they're trying to do something. And then you just rebuke it in the name of Jesus, in the name of God, in the name of whatever is divine, holy, righteous, and true. And when you do that, you're basically saying, I do not give, whatever this situation is, I don't give it consent to create in my reality. In my reality, it has no power. And so also teaching your son how to call his energy and his power back to him. I really feel like all of these things, and teaching him, he's going to be interested in this stuff. So when you find out that you have a superpower, you want to basically manage it. Look at that growth. Your guys' gifts are going to grow together. Oh, you're very welcome. You guys are going to grow together. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. So yeah, you guys are definitely going to grow. And that's the thing, that this is such a backfire. If his father was trying to hurt, and I do get that this is about hurting you, that if you see that your son's hurt, you're going to feel bad. Okay. No, you're just going to teach your son how to feel good. And like I was saying, Esther Hicks, Abraham, that would be really, really good for your son to start to listen to, because then he'll start to understand the law of attraction and how he can feel out his vortex of energy and feel where things are coming from. And then always encourage him to tell you his dreams. Tell him that dreams are really important, that if he sees like Aunt so-and-so or somebody in the family in his dream trying to oppress him, that's like a message, right? Because a lot of the times we will just dismiss our dreams. We'll be like, well, that was so weird. Whatever that dream was about, we just dismiss it. But when we dismiss the dream, then it gives it a chance to appear in our real reality. And so if we can catch it while it's like in between wake and sleep, if we can just basically work through whatever the issue is, then we don't have to experience it in the waking life. But why we experience it while we're asleep is because we're working through a training program that's helping us with the same issues that we have when we're awake. Yes, we're a family of superheroes. I love it. That's exactly what I'm picking up on. Yeah, he'll be really excited to work with crystals and stones, and they're very interesting, and also to just learn about prayer, how prayer creates protection, safety, and boundaries. So, oh, thank you. Thank you, Girl Gone. Wow, I don't think I've ever received a gift membership. I love it. Thank you so much. So yeah, I am so happy about this because your guys' gifts are expanding at this time. I keep seeing this as a third eye that's awakening. The more gratitude that you show spirit, the better things are going to be, because you're basically saying, yes, I agree with this upgrade, because it is an upgrade. It's definitely, welcome in, Bethany. It's definitely an upgrade. And so I love it. Yeah, gratitude is such a powerful practice. So with this dark feminine energy, kind of just like being attached to the 10 of Pentacles, this person wants the 10 of Pentacles. They want to be an influencer or something like that, or they want to be seen as somebody that's really important, and they're not. And so they're trying to take away from you and your children, which is not going to work. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So yeah, they may literally learn their lesson. I'm like literally picking up on, these people are not going to be doing this long, because your son is more powerful than them. And these people don't have the ranking in the spiritual realm to call judgment on a child. Like, that is insane, right? I mean, even if somebody did have a bad child, you would still not punish it with witchcraft. So it's just basically uncalled for. And it's not logical. You being the high priestess mommy, literally high priestess mommy, is what I'm picking up on. This high priestess energy is what gives you the ability to know what energy belongs to you and what energy doesn't belong to you. It's basically a high ranking card. And yeah, I appreciate you guys so much. So this is beautiful. People may see you as somebody that's very mysterious, and I like that because it makes you more interesting. But their endless pursuit of money. I'm also hearing somebody's pissed off because you are going to claim the child on taxes. What? So it is about money. It's about 7 of Pentacles. this is like the card that I see Jesus turning the tables over of the tax people. It's like somebody trying to, you know, kind of like gives me the feeling of like, you know, cities that you go to that are just greedy as hell. They're like money hungry, and the prices, they jack up the prices on everything, like New York City for one, Las Vegas, LA. Like they're just different places where the energy of the city is like completely destructive and greedy and gluttonous and just weird. And it's like if you don't chase these certain trappings, and they are traps, then you don't feel like you're good enough, right? Which is an illusion. It's like only when you're in those types of places. This person is trying to create a reality that basically seems trying to create that reality everywhere. Yeah, his family are very greedy. And you cut these people off because, you know, these people really emotionally abused you. This is insane. They should not have done that. I mean, that's obvious, but attacking a child, that's something that's unforgivable. This Six of Wands is you coming into public recognition and honor and being recognized for what you do. The goods. This is like somebody getting a Purple Heart Award and somebody else being upset about that. It's like, dude, this person saved the lives of how many people. I mean, just with what you went through yesterday, Girl Gone, with that entity, how many other people would have fell into destruction from going to that place? You did this world a great service. You will be recognized for your work. Like truly, you will be recognized for your work. And not just the work that you do in the physical to help people, but the work that you do in the spiritual. And that's basically what these people want to take away from you, is your spiritual gifts and abilities. And so by them trying to do that, God is blessing your abilities to upgrade even more. And like I said, these people don't have the ranking. They're literally grieving right now. And this is, yeah, they tried to say that you were a bad mom. What such bullshit. You're actually there for your child. His dad is not there for them. His dad is mean, like literally mean person. So yeah, this is definitely the end of a relationship or a marriage or some type of relationship with this dark feminine energy. He could be walking away from somebody as well. And he's in deep regret of that. This person was like not even for him. It was a karmic that they were with. That's crazy. I'm also hearing something about them trying to like build a DCFS case against you. And if you don't know anybody that's from India, DCFS in America is the Department of Child. It's either Child Family Services or Child Force Services. So it's like who you call to get somebody's kids taken away. Now, I don't know if you guys are following the Diddy case, but there's a lady who's named Allie Carter who was sex trafficked by the diddler. And yeah, you cut him off completely. Good. Yeah. So this girl, she is actually missing right now. And I've watched her testimony on YouTube and everything like that. And she's absolutely telling the truth. Anyway, so she turns up missing. And where was I going with that? Because she was basically telling the truth about what happened. Yeah, they're trying to get your son. So what happened was she was put into the DCFS. She was actually taken from her parents. She was put into DCFS care, and from being in DCFS care, she was then sex trafficked with a bunch of other children. So it's actually Department of Child Family Services, allegedly, that is behind this, since she's come out with all these testimonies. And there is proof, because there's another person on YouTube that also has a testimony about the diddler, and she was there the same night that this girl was getting tortured. And so she saw everything. And there's pictures and all sorts of other fucked up evidence, like seriously. But yeah, they're trying to literally get your son taken away, and they think that this is going to work out. This is not going to work out for them. This moon magic crap that they've been doing to try to make you unstable. They want to make you guys look like unstable people, like mentally and emotionally unstable or financially unstable. So with them trying to change your finances, this person could also be ordered to pay some type of fine to the court system or child support or whatever. And they basically are like, no, instead of having to pay you anything or pay for my son, I'm just going to get my son taken away. Like, that's crazy. This person really believes that if they call DCFS on you, that the son will come to live with them. And your ex does not even, like, this person straight up does not even want that. So I don't know why they're pushing this narrative, but you just need to be aware that they are pushing the narrative, and anything you can do to combat it, I would just keep praying, pray without ceasing. Because the thing is that this person, by them doing this dumb shit, it makes them look very unstable. Also, their personal ethics are being tested. Okay, good. I'm glad that that's helping you feel better. Yeah, this person, they're being tested basically, and God's seeing what they're doing and is not pleased with it. It's like, how could God be pleased with that? Yeah, this is God, like, literally beating somebody with the danda sticks, beating the sin out of somebody. But literally, this talks about a new project beginning. So you could end up working on an art project or a project to renovate your house or something like that. You could be working with your children to redecorate their rooms. There's something about just moving around the furniture, moving the stuff around in the house, having, I'm hearing having your son sleep. If you guys have children, I'm hearing to have them sleep with their head facing north, and try that. Yeah, he doesn't want the responsibility of parent. No, he doesn't. But he acts like he does. This person really acts like they're a good person, but he doesn't want that responsibility. He doesn't want a full-time child, so he needs to stop trying to get your child taken from you, because that's still his child. Just like that story that I was telling you about this. I was listening to a story about this Hispanic spirit, and I forget what she's called. She haunts this place in Mexico, but basically she saw her husband cheating, got so pissed off that she threw her husband's children into the river and watched them drown. Like, I know that is so significant to what you're going through, because you're dealing with that type of energy. Yeah, it's definitely about money. Yeah, it's always been about money, about making a turning point in your guys' finances. This has always been about money. And it's about revenge. Like, the thing is that this person abused you. Why do they feel like they need to get revenge when they were the oppressor? Like, that's crazy to me. That's why I said, this feminine energy that's attached to them, this could be a family member, this could be somebody that they were dating. They need to take their medicine. I wouldn't be surprised if it would benefit this other person, these masculine energies, to take medicine or to go to a doctor, or at least to talk to a therapist. Because having thoughts like that you're going to set somebody else up, like, that shit is not normal. And these people don't realize that the thoughts and beliefs that they're having they are abnormal. They're not things that other people are thinking and engaging. And this 3 of Swords, this person still wants to come back to you. I'm not kidding. They're still in love with you. They need to just let it go, because they abused you. The reason that this person feels like they're still in love is because they want to abuse you again, and they want you to take care of them financially. Like, in what world does that happen, where you're just going to give all of your money to an abuser? This literally says cruelty, abuse, and separation causes emotional upheaval. So yeah, these people could be breaking up, or they could be separating, and they're just projecting a lot of energy. The Wheel of Fortune, they know that you're coming into this Wheel of Fortune, this good era, and that the devil is on the bottom there, that devil energy. You are on the top with the Sphinx. You know what I mean? This also talks about destiny and fate, like, working out in your favor. Yeah, you saw him for who he was. Yeah, you didn't let him. This person is wearing a mask. Straight up, they're wearing a mask. And when people are wearing masks, it's just, yeah, everyone thinks that he's a saint. I don't know if it's everybody, but I do get that he puts on a mask. He puts on a facade. And he believes that. He actually believes that there's nothing wrong with him, and that wanting to persecute your own son is normal. That's totally weird. That's very strange. Yeah, I'm not kidding. This person wants to be the emperor in your life. They literally want to be this emperor so bad, but they're not. They are not the emperor. They're not the emperor. They're like a knight energy. They also act like they save other people, but they lead them to destruction. Yeah, they're basically up under judgment. They're up under heavy ass judgment, which means, forgive this person for they're stupid. They're just dumb. They don't know what they're doing. And so holding on to hatred, and this can be another thing that you teach your children, is that we forgive people for our own health benefits, because if we hold on to all of this anger and hatred for what they're doing, then it's only going to hurt us. And that's basically what they want. They want us to be angry with them. And so the King of Cups, this person, look at this person's face, man. They're just like side eyeing. I don't know. It's a weird picture, but this person wants to be a King of Cups. They really want that. I feel like this Emperor is more of the King of Cups, which is like somebody that could be coming into your life that's emotionally balanced and considerate of other people. So yeah, them trying to call judgment on a child was a really bad idea. The Three of Pentacles. Yeah, this is definitely a good time for new projects, group business ventures, and you connecting, collaborating, and networking with other people. This is going to help you build a secure, it's like a security blanket, but it's you building up your own resources, because when you have somebody working against you and they're trying to work against you in a legal way and working with the courts or whatever, he doesn't understand that he's going to be really put down for this shit, and not by a person, but by God. God's going to sit this person down, because God does not want your child to be abused or trafficked, point blank, period. And you pray for your children. These illusions that they want to paint about you being a bad parent is bullshit. At the end of the day, it's an illusion that can be cleared out of the way. And so that's why it's not successful. So if you were wondering, like, it hasn't success. Yeah, I know you've been worried about it. That's why I wanted to give you some confirmation that, you are going to be okay. And so is your son. And I feel like I'm getting like the energy of somebody that wants to send your child away to like military school, like just wants to get rid of him. Like, that's crazy. The world wants to send him off into the world by himself. But no, I feel like you could end up taking your child on a vacation, and you could end up helping him see the world and interact with different cultures and stuff like that. I feel like your child is so high vibrational. They are so sweet, and they're a good person. Like, to their core, they are a good person. They don't deserve this. So you may want to talk to your child about how, genetic debts get passed down through the bloodline. We can call it karma or whatever, because he is experiencing a lot of karma with his parent, with his father. I mean, and this feminine energy that's attached to the father, he is experiencing a lot of karma. But sometimes it's like we will choose our parents like, we'll put ourselves in a very difficult predicament when we're in before this lifetime. We'll go, okay, I have a lot of drama and karma that needs to be worked out with my father, or worked out with this soul. So I'm going to choose, since they're on the planet right now, I'm going to choose them to be my father. Then I'm going to choose this to be my mother, because my mother will help balance what the father is doing, and it will give me a fair shot. That's what I'm seeing that your son basically was looking at before he incarnated. He chose you guys for a specific reason, and it's because he needs to go through it all has to do with God. Like, when we break it down, this actually has to do with feeling abandoned by God, Father God. Okay. And then it trickles down into relationship with your own father. Right. And so by telling him that, he's going to be able to realize that, oh, okay, so there is a higher issues. There is something that can be learned. Yeah. He is the exact opposite. That's what he really takes after you, personality wise and everything like that. And I feel like his father puts a lot of doubt in him. Oh, thank you. You are amazing too. I'm so happy that you're going to be able to bring your child into a state of fruition where they're going to thrive in life, where other people's children, you're going to see other people's children just like barely survive. And your son can be in he's like a lotus flower, can be in the most toxic of situations and will still blossom purity. You know what I mean? Like that's an undying love from the universe. This beautiful Fool energy. The Fool card can talk about somebody that's unaware, but you know, he can feel the energy coming beaming off of his father, and it is a bit of jealousy, right? Just, I don't know, some people when they get older they start to become jealous of the younger people. I don't know why. It's pretty weird, because if we, like, I just think like, okay, why be jealous of a child? I would never want to go through childhood again, or puberty, or any of that crap. So like, children have to go through that stuff. They're also growing. It's important to make sure that your children grow with God and know that God is basically where you get everything from, is the Most High and the divine, and that he doesn't have to rely on his father because he can rely on God. Yeah, he's going to have a beautiful life regardless of the past. That's exactly it. Where other people would really suffer, he's going to strive. He's also going to be a person that helps other people, that spreads the light. Could be a fireman, a therapist, a counselor, somebody that works in mental health, somebody that works with spiritual development. He's going to be somebody that does a lot of things, and a lot of things that his father would have never accomplished and never has accomplished. Page of Wands energy, very explorative. This is definitely the energy of your son. Self-confident, charming, and generous. A nature lover. Like I said, loves animals. Loves animals. Yeah, these people are in the tower. They're in the tower because of their illusions. A god is going to strike them down. Seriously. Yeah, you just don't mess with people's children. Like, that's when we have to rely on the youth to be there for us when we get older, like as a president and all of the other jobs that the economy needs, then we should be really valuing our youth and taking care of them and supporting them. I also am getting that your son may end up helping people heal from addiction. Justice. He may also help people get justice in their life. And him having a good life is justice, because his father has tried to spoil things on numerous accounts. Just on like birthdays, like he'll try to create drama on birthdays, on Christmas, on times when a child should be happy, right? And so, yeah, you're dealing with a narcissist, straight up narcissist. And narcissists attract other narcissists, and sometimes they attract empaths. I definitely feel like this man is so narcissist, they'll never admit that they're a narcissist. This hermit energy is how you isolate from these people, basically. By you going within, you continue to find out that there is a core that needs to be healed within. And once that's healed, justice occurs. The Eight of Wands. Yeah, this is bringing you to a major crossroads where you get to choose now where you want to go next. And that's spiritually, but it's also, with your family, where you want to go. Not as in moving. I'm not picking up on moving, but where you guys want to go next, like as in traveling, vacationing, go. Even I'm just seeing like a carnival, like if there's like a city party or something like that, you like to actually be social with your child and engage with them, where the father is like, go play video games in the room or whatever, just kind of neglects him. I feel like you're going to bring out the most positive side of your son, and it's going to help him because he is going through a bit of shadow work. I feel like we all go through shadow work, but God only gives us what we're allowed, what we can handle at that time. And if it seems too much, then it just means that we just take little baby steps towards resolving it all. Things can seem like they're too much, but really God's like, no, you're underestimating your own value and your own power. You got this, and I got you. So you don't need to worry, right? It'll be a definite ending to whatever this plot was. And this evil eye, once you explain what's happening is that somebody's sending an energy, he's going to know how to send that back. And they're going to literally suffer for that. Yeah, I just felt the energy retreat. That is crazy. That's crazy good. The King of Wands. Yeah. Literally, your son's going to grow up to be this King of Wands, this very handsome, charismatic, loving, kind person. So I'm very proud of you guys. And I'm really like this, these people need to go to therapy. I don't know what would cause somebody to feel that much hatred towards an innocent being. Like, that's crazy. But attacking like more than one innocent being, that's crazy. I mean, that's just unwarranted. As sending any type of spiritual attack or any type of jealousy towards a child. Why would any adult be jealous of a child? Like, that's insane to me. So that's what I'm saying. These people, it could be this moon magic that's messed their brain up, but I really feel like it would benefit these people to go to a therapist or, a doctor or somebody, because they're projecting a lot of energy that is not your energy. Yeah, the Six of Swords. I'm not kidding. If they try to go anywhere with this stupid ass case, this DCFS crap, if they try to push this narrative, they are going to get sued. You're going to end up taking them to court and taking everything from them, because it's basically slander and lies. So it's when somebody's just a straight up narcissistic liar, like, you know what I mean? These people are extremely drained from lying. Like, that's crazy. You would think that they would see that you're still getting your wishes and desires granted. You're still going to have a happy life, a happy union, and a happy family. You would think that they would see that and take that as a hint that the universe is on your side and it's not working for them. These people may want to flee or run away. Beware of somebody wanting to take your child on a trip with them. There's something weird about that. But I do get that you may win a free vacation or something like that, and you may have the opportunity to take your child somewhere. Absolutely do it. It may be during summer break. Three of Wands, yeah. This is definitely a new project that will be realized by you guys, and it will be fulfilled. So this also tells that basically anticipate this obstacle of this person being just a problem, but know that God is taking care of this problem and that God is protecting you from this. Like, even though this was trying to create, God still is not allowing it to affect you. And that's the important part. And that's the important part that you tell your children, is that no matter what you face in life, God will be there for you. God will protect you. You have to know and trust in yourself and trust in the divine to be there, and just allow the divine to work. That phrase, be still and know that I am God. Because the thing is like, you never want to be like, oh, your dad's sending the energy, because that would hurt your child. It wouldn't make, I mean, your child already gets yelled at too much by this person. So you don't want to be the parent that's like talking bad on them. If your son wants to say anything about it, he will. Yeah, God is love. That's exactly the truth. God will always be there. And so that's the most important thing for everybody to know, is that God's going to be there, and people can try to create what they want, but God is a loving God. And anybody at any point of their journey could turn to God, and God will forgive them and accept them. That doesn't mean that that they're not going to have to pay for the karma that they created. Obviously, we know that universal law and karma and the law of attraction, that what you put out, you attract. So if you put out nasty, bad energy, that's what you'll attract. These people are going to have to take responsibility for their actions at some point, like literally. Calling in positivity, they're going to have to take responsibility for their actions. And when they do that, they're going to have to realize that they were acting from a space of jealousy and envy, and and greed, basically, not wanting to financially support somebody. Like, that's stupid. So, they could just give the child to you. They could just literally, if they don't want to be a father, they could, but their ego is too big. They use this title of being a father as some type of authority, and they don't really have authority. They don't have authority to call judgment on a child. I can tell you that. All right, you guys, thank you for being here with me today. Know that God loves you. Know that I love you. Until the next reading, you guys, peace be with you. Have a wonderful day. Go do something fun. Go hug your child and tell them how much you love them and how much God loves them. Okay? All right, I'll see you guys in the next reading. Peace be with you. You guys have a good day. Bye.